Talks, episode 30 something. Episode 30 something. It's your boy Dame. Subscribe to Dame's World. And we had to do it. We had to do a Real Talks given the time in the universe. Also, the beauty of being wrong out in stores now. The Real Talks episode today subtly ties into this book. And the topic of discussion today, gender roles. I may have done a video like this before. I may have even done a Real Talks like this before. But we gotta revisit this shit, man. We gotta revisit it because a lot of people are dissociating shit. What I mean by that is, gender roles are different from the sex in which you were gifted at birth. It's not a gender role to be male. It's not a gender role to be female. But gender roles entail qualities or characteristics that we associate to the male and to the female. And in doing so, we create these roles which are more so illusionary than actuality. There's a lot of roles, gender roles, that tell men to not act a certain way as if it's not manly when that's simply not the case. There's a lot of actions that women do that may be considered manly and they might get shunned from it because of gender roles, when in actuality, women can do certain things in this world without having a penis. Why am I having this discussion? Because you got social media rants about whether or not a boy should get a kitchen set for dinner. I mean, not for dinner, for Christmas or for a present. And then you got men vehement. Oh, bro, that's gay. That's gay. The illogical man associates anything that's not uber masculine as gay. For example, in my book, when I touch on the beauty of being wrong, I know a lot of people fall victim to gender constructs, societal norms. Oh, a man's supposed to do this. A woman's supposed to do that. So be it that we generally follow these constructed norms, we might get led astray to a concept that says a man shouldn't have a kitchen set because it's gay. This is where we take gender roles, which are uh, biases, essentially based on your culture, cultural biases, and then we place them as dogma, as law, and as fact, when truly we didn't really apply true deduction and logic to the dogma. So when you say a man who cooks is gay, you're dismissing logic for the dogma, and at some point we have to assess the dogma whether or not it's pragmatic. A man wears pink, are they gay? So logically, if you don't like the same sex, you're not gay. It's not to say like it's insulting to be called gay, but it's just an uneducated opinion to call somebody gay on the basis of certain characteristics. Even if a nigga likes to wear dresses, that might be a more fair association. Oh, that nigga gay. But shit, Oscar De La Hoya just likes to dress in in women's clothing. Some people have these type of qualities without liking the same sex. It's possible. The only way you can be gay is to like the same sex. That's it. Anything else is just, okay, that's what you do as a man. That's what you do as a woman. Respect. We gotta stop micromanaging people's behaviors. Let motherfuckers be free. We all individuals. None of us was born with the same exact qualities, mind, body, and energy wise. So, and then the beauty of being wrong, how it ties in. I did a whole segment on gender roles. I'm gonna just read y'all a quick passage in which I think it applies to the nigga saying that men. And by the way, some things are basic life functions, basic skills required in this life for you to sustain if you are ever in a situation by yourself. Cooking, cleaning, doing the dishes, taking out the trash. These things are subscribed to different genders, but each individual should know how to fucking clean. Each individual should know how to cook. A kitchen set for a boy is apt, considering someday the nigga gonna have to cook for himself. Unless we assume with gender roles that women do the cooking all day and it's gay if a man could. Yeah, get out of this way of logic. Alright, gender roles. Before I go entirely ape shit on the construct of gender roles, allow me to provide you with some Americanized illustration that exemplify the meaning of gender roles. And I give you examples. A woman should know how to cook. How ironic, the first example. This is why when a boy gets a kitchen set, a lot of men who have been constructed by Americans' dogma will say, well, damn, the nigga got a kitchen set? What do you think, he a girl? The nigga gay? Faulty assumptions, hasty assumptions, bad assumptions. A woman should know how to cook. A man should pay the bills. So I say it goes, and that's the thing. I will say this. Some gender roles have sound reasoning to them. If you go to the beginning of time, if you go to the woman, if you take the ideology of the woman being the nurturer, taking care of the family, the babies, then a man likely would be the one to provide and fend. So some gender roles are applicable. I partially agree with some gender roles. However, they're not end all be all. They're not dogma. So when I say a man should pay the bills, this might be a provider's mentality in which I can understand. A man providing if the woman is taking care of the kids at the house. However, that doesn't mean a woman can't get a job and the man takes care of the kids at the house. That's not an impossible thing, be it that because he's a man, he can't be in the house. Because she's a female, she can't have a job and bring home the bacon. So when I say a man should pay the bills, this is one of the dogmas we have. Oh, man pay the bills, women stay at home, cook, do it. That's traditional. It may be stemming from a place of history, but it's not fixed at any rate. We're currently changing in society. Things move differently daily, by every minute, by every second. So to stick with what was done yesterday, would be redundant to the forward-thinking mind. So a man should pay the bills. Hey, if this is how you guys live, hey, women should know how to cook, man pay the bills. Men bring home the bacon while women hold the house down. A woman who has sex a lot is a whore. A man who has sex a lot is a player. Now these gender roles, subjective too, but these gender roles are undermining right there. Same role, we both have sex a lot, but one of us is deemed with high regard. The other is deemed as, you get chastised. You feel me? So these are gender roles. When a woman has sex, I know they're more mindful than the male of, damn, I don't want to be perceived like a hoe, because that in society has been thrust upon the females when they do have sexual engagements, sexual interactions. Men don't wear pink. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to anybody who is confident enough to wear an article of clothing without being fazed by the ridicule, the insignificant ridicule of being called a girl. Oh, you a girl, you got full on sports gear. The next one I got is women don't play sports. Shout out to Layla Ali. Shout out to Candace Sparks. Men always pay the bill. Women should never pay on a date. Men open doors for women. A woman shouldn't open doors. So these are some of the gender roles that we've grown accustomed to. And this is my reply. Now, honestly, I felt ridiculous even writing that. But in America, these are a bulk of the gender roles that most of us think are the right way of thinking. Remember the beauty of being wrong. Gender roles and social constructs tell us that this is the way to live. This is the right way. If you want to open your mind past your dogmatic principles you were gifted in your region, assume that what you learned might not be true. If it ain't 2 + 2 is 4, If it ain't a triangle has three sides, it's certain things that are just principled in the universe that are true, that we have to accept in this material world. If it ain't that, you can assume it possibly wrong, possibly fallible. You feel me? So, but in America, these are the bulk of the gender roles that most of us think are the right way of living. Accepting that you are male or female is not a construct. Accepting that you are male or female is not a construct. It's truth within our material environment. Again, another truth. I am a male. I was born a male. This is how we identify a male. Now, the title male, we gave that as we intuited the identification of one. You saw a penis. You saw different qualities that separated the human male from the human female. So me being a male, that's fixed. Them being a female, that's fixed. If you turn transgender, you didn't change the essence, or you didn't change your predisposition, but you gave it adjunctions. You gave it alterations to where you're a male with these new parts, so to say. The essentialism still doesn't die away, in my opinion. You feel me? So, it's not a construct, it's a truth within our material environment. However, accepting the societal roles that come with it is unquestionably a constructed way of living. So, yes, you're a male, but does that mean because you're a male, now you have to fucking fix cars? Because you're a male, you have to be privy to sports? Because you're a male, you have to A, B, and C, and because you're a female, you have to A, B, and C. This is not technically true. Gender roles are based on the history of how we observe men and how we observe women and the behaviors. So we might have a general idea that women might be more nurturing, but this doesn't mean that every relationship will entail that. Some women might want to get out there and cut wood, while a man is like, all right, baby, you can cut the wood. I'm about to go cook dinner for the family. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing right with that. But when you assume wrongness, you just open up to new outlooks. So ain't nothing wrong with it. As I mentioned earlier, being male or female doesn't naturally reduce the type of activities you're allowed to participate in within society. Because of gender roles, we have male humans thinking that if they wear pink, they'll magically grow a bush between their legs while losing their penis. Think about how illogical that sounds. Gender roles also convince many females that they aren't supposed to be tough or enticed by laborious tasks. Neither of the cases are true. The logic of assigning characteristics, roles, emotions to someone based on their gender means not applying enough logic to know that all males aren't going to come out the same, and neither will females. When a man can't cook, society may allow it due to the preconceived notions that assume cooking is a woman's job. Think of how ass backward that is for a second. We call women crazy for not being able to cook while we excuse the man. Isn't cooking a basic life skill? Shouldn't males be equipped with this basic life skill? And if the woman provides the bulk of the pay, what if the woman provides the bulk of the pay? Do you expect her to come home and cook while you've been scratching your balls all day because that's just what men do? Gender roles provide enclosing barriers on us, acting as an instructor's manual on how to be a man or woman. Woo! Gender roles provide enclosing barriers on us. So when you subscribe to the title of boy or girl, and that boys wear pink or girls wear pink, girls don't get rough and physical, girls do this, girls do that. This boxes your individuality in. It marginalizes you. It subjugates you as much as your fucking name. Any label that is gifted to you will box you in if you take to that label, because then that's going to come with certain characteristics. Oh, that's Dame. Dame like to hoop. Dame talk shit. Dame do this. Dame do that. If I accept this Dame notion that's been put out there in the universe, I take to this what Dame is, then I subtly get confirmation bias and I start acting as that ideology of Dame. And somewhere along acting in that ideology of what Dame is and what he's supposed to be, I box myself in. Oh, Dame talk shit. So in any moment now, should I know? Okay, shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. That's what I do. That's Dame. No, Dame is like water. Dame varies. Dame go through changes. So it's the same in regards to accepting gender roles. You can be your male man self, but don't accept all of the qualities society tries to stick to you because individually you might not favor some of those qualities. So, where am I at? Oh yeah. Gender roles provide enclosing barriers on us, acting as an instructor's manual on how to be a man or a woman. You need to know how to be you. Whoever watching this, you need to know how to be you. Whether or not that's manly or woman-like is inconsequential to your growth. The reality is, look at me kicking that reality. The reality is, all men don't hate pink. Some women want a career. Some men want to be stay-at-home dads. Some women want to wrestle. Gender roles only hinder the potential for us to reach experience that we could never access by complying with societal rules for what men and women should do. As individuals who are part of the collective, I believe we can think and make these type of choices on our own. What we should do as individuals. Constructs such as gender succeed in telling us what to choose and how to think. Fallacies such as real men don't show emotions don't have much ground logically, but they do have it traditionally, meaning we follow tradition. So, men, you're not supposed to be emotional. You're not supposed to cry. This is a gender role we've conformed to based on the assumption that a real man is supposed to never shed a tear and not show emotion. I don't know where they get this shit from. You feel me? Whose tradition? Probably the same Western tradition from the people who told you an African was less than an Englishman. That's me throwing my bias in there. You feel me? You probably got that construct from Western society. You dig up Western society, not only do they have gender roles and sexism, but they got racism and classism and all type of isms on isms on isms. Something to be mindful of while you just out there following every fucking construct that you see. And not following your intuition or your own form instrument of thought. You feel me? Your own form of cognition. Men are emotional as hell. We just express our emotions differently than women. We haven't been conditioned the same, so instead of showing emotion through tears or sadness, we are more privy to anger. So, when they talk about men not being emotional, they don't say don't get angry. They cool with us getting angry. It's like we fucking dogs or something. Like we supposed to get angry, but we can't cry. We can't empathize, sympathize. Can't feel sad. Can't even feel fear. You feel me? Like that's not a natural occurrence. While they prep us to be angry, no cooking, working boys, they prep our women to be submissive, cleaning, stay-at-home girls. We can't allow the construct to keep winning. At some point, we have to let our autonomy run as wild as it can, so long as it doesn't infringe on the existence of others. This is the last paragraph before I close it out. Realizing that you were born in a construct is just the first phase. Readjusting your habit of dodging information when it hits your constructed brain is phase 2. So, realizing that you was indoctrinated, you've been programmed. That's stage 1. Now being able to face information that contradicts your programming, meaning the things that trigger you, the things that give you cognitive dissonance, the things that will be the gateway to your growth, that's phase 2. Now you gotta learn to get uncomfortable with the fact that a nigga said, hey man, or seeing a guy wear pink. Seeing a kid, a little boy with a kitchen set might trigger some of you niggas, which is crazy to me. But yeah, phase 2 is adjusting your habit of dodging information. So sit there and accept the fact that somebody's reality conflicts with yours. Because that's what reality is about when it comes to this human condition. We got different realities. All of our shit starts here. The outside world may influence what's in here for us subjectively, but all of our realities start here. All right, one more. I keep dropping lines. I keep seeing shit. Because of construct, we live out our entire human existence with people telling us what we should do. From parents to teachers to doctors to the television, kids are constantly instructed on how to live and how to behave. A child is seldom given the option to explore the infinite ways to live or the ultimate willpower to choose. If you tell a kid what they should be, how they should be all the time, at some point they're being indoctrinated. It's like telling your fucking software or telling your computer that you've created how to operate, how to function, how to navigate when it sees certain information. Okay, I see this, therefore I do that. So at some point as a human, the application of choice gets left away. No, I was told from my mom when this happens to do this. I was told by my teacher when this happens, I should do this. At no point do they have to go inward and ask themselves, okay, in this situation, what do I think I should do? How do I feel about this situation? And how do I feel about the choice that my mom told me to make? I don't necessarily agree with what she told me to do. So that autonomy is stripped through indoctrination. That's why educating the kids is more so learning the kids' way of thinking, learning the kids' viewpoint, and then grooming them in a manner that suits the way they look at life. So helping them grow constantly. It's not just telling them what to do and how to live in life. Gender roles, is just one construct that assists in stripping autonomy. So, a child is seldom given the option to explore the infinite ways to live or the ultimate willpower to choose. Instead, as kids, we are guided into regimented behaviors by our predecessors, which we later claim as being the right behaviors to our successors. So, niggas back in the day said, oh, man can't cook. Now, niggas today going up there telling they kids, oh, man, yo, you need to get a girl who can cook. You need to get a girl who can cook. Why would you tell a little boy that opposed to telling them you need to learn how to cook? You need to be self-sufficient. So when you do get a partner in this life, you're not dependent on her cooking, her doing the fucking laundry. I know some niggas who don't never touch their own laundry. So if Mrs. is gone, ever, them niggas just got shitty draws. Which is problematic, which is why I did this video. Which is why I segued into the beauty of being wrong. But ultimately, man, 23 minutes in, gender roles revisited. If your little boy wants a kitchen set, buy it. In spite of what outside is telling you boys should do. If your little girl wants a basketball court or wants a football for Christmas, go get her that shit because she's telling you directly her interest in life. Don't ignore that on the basis of gender roles. If your boy wants to grow long hair, don't ignore his autonomous way of thinking, because you have to even think for somebody to want something that goes against the grain as a kid. They're screaming their individuality out at you because they're not. Most kids, most humans are more sheep-like, more built to socially fit. We want to be fit. It feels good to fit in. It feels good. Feel me? When you don't fit in, it feels kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, most kids will just follow the notion. Most kids, oh man, I'm a boy. I'm a girl. I'm supposed to. But when you do have that one kid going against the grain, you have to pay attention to that and you have to deal with them accordingly. Okay, nah, this nigga, he wants some long hair. He don't like them haircuts. She don't like fucking getting her fucking hair braided all long and wearing pink. She low-key want to put on some basketball shit. We gotta be better at assessing our kids, not letting them conform to gender roles, society's dogma, which we can mutually agree society ain't just perfect. We gotta start letting our kids breathe, man. We gotta start letting the adults breathe. A lot of the adults with this mindset are just grown-ass kids. You following shit that you were taught when you was 6 years old and you haven't let them motherfuckers go. Traditionalism, shit, is fucking rationalism up. But with that being said, man, it's your boy Dame. Let me know your thoughts, your comments. Subscribe to Dame's World. One last time, man, go get the beauty of being wrong. This is the ultimate form of supporting me on my channel. Becoming a member is another ultimate form of supporting me. Shout out to my members. Just got a couple new members this week. Much love. More content on the way. Peace, man. It's your boy Dame. If I could say anything, man, think. If you think for yourself, other people ain't got to think for you. If you don't think for yourself, this system already got a way to think for you. And you could just, shit, you gonna be one of them niggas to where every time something pop up, it's on your mind. Every time something pop up in the outside world, that's the thought you have. Oh man, did you see what happened? Did you hear about the new variant? Oh man, now we're supposed to take it off. Now we're supposed to get another booster. This is how the sheep talk. Whatever the dogma, whatever the idiot box is saying, most of the sheep just, oh man, this is the new normal. This is how I'm moving now. Never do they say, okay, man, do I even want to move like that? Apply thought, apply choice, apply will. It's your boy, Dan. Peace.